What's going on, everybody? It's Frito here for Your Overwatch. This time we're covering the hardest hero in the entirety of Overwatch, and yes, I do actually think that. On screen, there's a good example of it. I make a huge play on Hanzo, who's out of position, but thought he was safe due to being double pocket healed, but then the Genji flies past my face and I miss my first two shots. This is important to note because if he was getting focused down and he had to be healed immediately, I might have failed my opportunity to save his life. That's the long and short of Ana. You can make huge impacts, but the amount of misses you have to be brought down to a minimum, or the value you're getting out of Ana will not be as good as another healer. It might be the case that only about the top 10% or so of players in the entire player pool can handle getting the value out of Ana. You're going to have to put a lot of skill in order to get the value out. It's a lot easier to just play Lucio and have the right timings and aim a bit compared to Ana, where it takes massive amounts of awareness and target prioritization. Now in this guide here today, I'm going to give you the overall philosophy of how to play her, and I can easily make multiple videos about Ana because she is that complex. It's a constant battle of figuring out what's the best thing to do at the current time, and if you can't handle the chaos of that, you might not be able to be as good at Ana as you could be. If you're able to see the entire battle of Overwatch as one, you probably can. But a lot of players, we all know, tunnel vision on their exact role, and that can be okay. If you tunnel vision as McCree and just get headshots and don't get caught out of position, you can wreck everything. Ana is not that type of character. She constantly has to be weighing her options because she has so much different utility and a big responsibility. Now, I think one of the most important things I have to note is that you should not be content with assuming Ana is not a main healer. What do I mean by that? Yeah, you probably do need another healer. It's going to be hard for Ana to heal everybody by herself. But I think the community made that assumption far too quickly. Ana's not a main healer. Ana's not a main healer. That's all they heard. And therefore, you get a lot of these Ana players that simply seem to be healing half of the time or something, or less even. No. That's not the case at all. Play Ana as if you are the main healer. Keep your team alive always. Only shoot the other team if and when you can make a massive impact. It's okay to get some damage here or there, but it should only be for a reason. Don't be spamming into Ryan shields needlessly. Don't be just tunnel visioning onto an engagement. You have to keep your team alive first and foremost. If there's a Pharah flying up in the air, yeah, you have one of the best reliable hit scan damages in the game. Shoot her down and she's a 3-shot, easy. If you could see a Mercy out in the distance and you want to try to focus a few shots her way, yeah, high impact frag, go for it. But the majority of the time, you have to be pocketing your team or you're going to be letting them down. Now, a huge part of being able to enable yourself in that is with the most powerful positioning you can find. It's not as easy as Mercy, who every few seconds can fly in and out of position and can make a lot of movement choices. Ana has to be in the heart of the engagement, but at the same time, safe from the other team. So it's a constant chess battle in order to put yourself in a position where you have multiple options to heal your teammates, be able to make a play on the other team when they make a move, and keep yourself alive. There's no easy answer on how to do this, and it all will be case-by-case scenario. But here, as they push to the outside, I sleep the Ana, because if she's alive, I'm dead. Therefore, it takes her out of the engagement for the next 5 seconds, and it's sort of like a temporary frag. I see the Mercy, so I Ana-nade her down to give my teammates a chance to be able to focus them without being able to get heals, and I try to kill the Mercy, but she's a really hard shot, so I switch my attention to pocketing our Roadhog, hit him just about every time, pocket him to keep him alive until I charge my ult, and then he can make a play to save the objective by himself. This is the type of massive impact that you can have as Ana, but it's going to take you a lot of practice. I suggest going in quick play, where oftentimes there isn't a healer anyway, and go in with the intention that you're going to solo heal. You're going to never die because you're going to hit sleep darts on anything that pushes you, and you'll keep your entire team alive. The more you practice that, the more comfortable you can get in these crisis scenarios where your attention is needed everywhere. I definitely will be doing future videos on how to manage the chaos while playing Ana, but I could talk about it for hours, so we're going to move on to the next point that I want to get to. The sleep dart. Oftentimes you'll see me going for tanks because their hitbox is so massive, but but also, since you don't want to be focusing tanks anyway, and they're there to distract you or to force an engagement with them so their teammates can deal damage to you, putting them out of the fight for a few seconds is one of the best things you can do. In Ana versus Ana battles, one of the best ways to minimize the value that a nano boost can get is by sleep darting it. But you're going to have to coordinate with your team and try to quickly call out what you're about to sleep dart, because if they're just focus firing the thing in front of them, they're very likely to accidentally shoot it. Even so, the sleep dart is at least as good as a McCree stun, and maybe even better, because when McCree stuns something, there's this weird animation that they do where they bob their head back, and it can be kind of annoying actually to try to hit them, whereas the sleep dart forces them to fully fall down and back up again, which in my opinion is a much easier hitbox to hit. So I wouldn't be afraid of just tossing in a sleep dart here or there mid-combat, because who knows, it might just cancel their ability to ultimate, or rob them of their chance to execute a team fight changing ability. There is a downside to spamming it constantly though, that when a great opportunity to use it comes along, you may not have it, but that level of restraint is something that I can't even say I've mastered yet with both her nade and her sleep dart. I think for starters, you should practice always hitting it and getting some value out of it, rather than sitting on it too much. And as you familiarize yourself with the tempos of how things go, then you can choose to hold back a little bit. When you start to feel there's a nano boost coming, or when a Zen ult might be on its way, you can use her abilities to completely flip those engagements and rob them of their ultimate value. For the most fun part, saved it for the end, nano boost. How do you utilize it? Well, pretty simply, the best targets to nano are ones that either can move while shooting, have a good ammo supply, because a character like McCree has to reload every time, and if he misses one or two shots, you're not going to get as much value. So characters like Winston, Reaper, Genji, Rhine, who has limited ammo obviously, are good targets. Also, comboing with the fact that Ana has a great burst heal and it's easier to hit shots on tanks, typically tanks are the best. But really in crisis scenarios or playmaking opportunities, you may have to make a split decision on popping the nano in order to swing the team fight. In this situation, I actually somehow hit a sleep dart on the Bastion's gun barrel hitbox through the Reinhardt shield. We capitalized on the opportunity to just dive on in while they didn't have the Bastion turret set up, and though I traded my life to just get nano boost on Reaper, it was enough to pretty much wipe their team and we win easily. Now I should note, it is harder to land proper nano boosts on defense, because on offense you can pop nano and they have to retreat or deal with the nano boosted target. Whereas on defense, if you pop nano too early, they may be able to just back up and wait it out. So you're going to want to pick and choose when the enemy team is caught up in a battle that they can't easily escape from, then nano, in order to guarantee value. A whole lot of things covered here today. Ana is a very deep character that I definitely will be returning to. I really hope this guide was able to take your Ana play to the next level, and hopefully my next video on the character can keep that progress going. Don't be discouraged, there's always quick play to hone your skills, but also, there's no shame in admitting some heroes are outside of your skill set. There's definitely heroes that I can't play, so don't feel that Ana is one that you must be able to master. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, we really do appreciate it and it helps us out. Share our channel with your friends, we upload each and every day, so you're going to want to subscribe for more. Also, check out our Twitch page, where you can see us utilize the characters and strategies that we talk about on this channel. And follow us on Twitter, where you can see when our streams go live, interact with us directly, and see the other cool things we post on there. That's been it for me. I've been Frito for Your Overwatch. I'll see you guys next time.
Our Bastion is on a flank, boys! Our Bastion's on a mad flank! Hold him back!